Good morning and thank you for joining us for your September 10th Morning Pulse. I'm Victoria Norgard. Starting off, the Nebraska Department of Transportation held an open house at Harvest Christian Fellowship yesterday. The public was invited to view blueprints and learn more about the upcoming Leota and South Dewey Street reconstruction projects. The goal of the project is to preserve critical transportation infrastructure, improve pavement conditions, and enhance the overall reliability of the transportation system, all while maintaining mobility for the traveling public.
So one thing that did stick out to me is they're looking at doing a right turn lane right there at Leota and Dewey, so to help people turning right, and then also having the people be able to go straight. So I think having that extra lane there will help traffic not back up on Leota from Dewey back to Walmart. So it should help people be able to move faster, and I think that'll be huge.
As part of the effort, the city of North Platte plans to replace all existing water mains before construction begins. And an update from NTSB about the plane crash near Kearney from last month. A preliminary report shows the plane was coming from Minnesota and was originally headed for the Onion Crest Air Park in Riverdale. They were diverted to Kearney Regional because of a lack of instrument approach and low clouds. The plane ended up crashing almost 6 miles away from the Kearney Airport in a cornfield. The debris field from this crash was over 150 feet long and 23 feet wide. 2 people died. And Americans are uneasy about the economy heading into the fall. 36% of people surveyed in a new CBS News U.gov poll said the economy is good, a 3-point drop from July. 61% described the economy as uncertain, while 54% said struggling. The poll finds Americans' outlook varies by income level. People making over $100,000 a year overwhelmingly say the economy is good, while a majority of those making less than $50K say it's bad. And buying a home has become increasingly pricey in the past few years. Real estate company Zillow released data showing America's housing market has climbed 57% since 2020 to a record $55 trillion. This means the market has gained $20 trillion in just the last 5 years. The findings highlight the housing market remains historically expensive, with values climbing even as elevated mortgage rates sideline would-be buyers and force sellers to slash asking prices. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. unveiled a strategy to improve children's health outcomes, dubbing it the Make Our Children Healthy Again report. The 20-page report targets ultra-processed food, microplastics, exposure to chemicals, and seeks to boost breastfeeding rates, harm from vaccines, and electromagnetic radiation and fluoride. While it emphasizes investigating these practices, it stops short of a new regulatory action for now. And in health news this morning, the CDC says the so-called kissing bug disease is now an endemic illness in the U.S., meaning it is a regularly occurring disease. Chagas disease is a parasitic condition spread by the blood-sucking kissing bug, so named because it often bites people's faces. Pets can be carriers of the potentially deadly disease, and the illness spreads in a number of ways. According to the World Health Organization, more than 100 million people worldwide are considered at risk of being infected with Chagas disease. Rounding out with your 7-day forecast, looks like those temperatures are still sticking around in those 80s. We've got one in the upper 70s there. Still pretty warm for this time of year before we head into those crisper, colder fall-like temperatures. Thank you for joining us for this morning's Morning Pulse.